Oh my God.
Okay, moving on. CNN anchor, one of my faves, Chris Cuomo, has issued an apology for helping his brother, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, with his media response to the sexual assault allegations. On Thursday, it was revealed that Chris took part in several conference calls that dealt with how the governor was going to respond to several, his sexual harassment claims. Chris apologized for his involvement and in particular to CNN, saying, "It was a mistake because I put my colleagues here, who I believe are the best in the business, in a bad spot. And I never intended for that. I would never intend for that. And I'm sorry for that." Do you think Chris was out of line for helping his brother, or would you go through extreme measures to help your sibling in need?
You got to remember, it's his family.
It's family.
Yeah.
I like the way he even said the apology, though.
Yeah.
He made it very clear that he apologized professionally, but family-wise, he said family is first. He made a mistake. He said, "Hey, I didn't even look at it like that. I didn't even see it like that." And sometimes things need to be brought around to your attention so you can say, "Oh, I didn't know." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel that he did it very professionally, and he still stood his ground by saying, "I said what I said, because family's first. That's my brother." So now I think what he'll probably do is, because that call was with a lot of people, which meant somebody went and ran their mouth to somebody else. But now he'll get on the phone, on the line privately with his brother and help him.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Chris Cuomo, because it's obvious him and his brother have a really good relationship, and family is everything to them. They're an old school Italian family, and it's like that's family over everything. And imagine your family being. We even experienced that here on this show with our friends not wanting to say this or that, or wanting to be protective over certain people. Imagine someone you grew up with since birth. So that's going to be a difficult situation. I don't fault him at all, and also, I don't know if y'all, probably people gonna be mad at me about this, but I followed the case, right? Well, as much as I could. And the claims that the women have made about his behavior, when they ask, did he ever touch your sexual organs or in a sexual place? And it's like, no, it was a small on my back, but he never made me feel like he always reminded me that I was a woman. I'm like, okay. And I'm waiting for
we did it.
Drop. Mm-hmm.
Where's the fire? Listen. Yeah. Inappropriate, maybe, but not on the level of sexual assault. I could be wrong. Someone correct me if I am. But from what I heard, it was like a lot of a hand here or small the back. It was never like, a grab in the ass, go grab him by the pee. And I'm just like, okay, tell me, am I wrong?
Grab him by the pee pumps. Say that again. No. We had a whole president that said it and said it on tape. Yeah. And didn't nobody say nothing.
And I don't want women that have gone through any of this to feel like I'm being an apologist, because I've actually been through rape. I've been through sexual assault. I'm sure a lot of us have, right? And I feel like when we diminish the meaning of it, when it's, well, he brushed his hand against my arm. Mm-hmm. Okay, did he hold you down by your wrist and rape you? Did he? And I'm not saying you experienced nothing. He may have been inappropriate, but I feel like everything gets thrown into one big pot where it's like everything's the same, and there are levels to things. And I just want to get more into that, I guess. Exactly what
there absolutely is levels to everything, and just like you said, Claudia, we experienced that on the show. You hear a little bit and they wait 5 to 7 months until they get ready to come forward and say something. But
when did that happen?
Right. It's almost like, when that happened, did you talk to your husband, your boyfriend, your man, your friend, and say, I feel a little something, and maybe I should remove myself because I feel uncomfortable. So maybe I should quit, or maybe I should just, ask for promotion, or maybe I should say, hey, I don't feel good about this, and I think that something can happen in between this. And so maybe you need to help me remove myself from this situation so it won't be a big deal.
Yes.
Something, you know what I mean? But, our powerful people are always under attack. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like they're guilty until proven innocent.
Right.
Is that right? Yeah. Right. I meant that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like now he got to come on out, and be embarrassed, humiliated by these stories and try to clear his name when perhaps it wasn't even 100 in the first place.
I think this is the backlash to, at one point he was held at such a unbelievably high regard dealing with COVID the way that he did, that now somebody's, because you got to watch when you go to a certain level, that then now here comes, the clout chasers. Oh, well, he touched me. He happened to go by, and it was, making up stories that you just kind of go, why now?
I'm totally.
Why now?
I'm totally with you on that, Vivica. And
yes.
I'll go a step further even, because I'm a low key conspiracy theorist at times.
Yes.
at one point during the COVID thing, remember Cuomo was, like you said, as amazing.
Yes.
There were even talks about him running for presidency.
Absolutely.
And I just feel like the people are still saltine crackers that Trump lost.
Yep.
And so I think that the people is on the low trying to sabotage any opponent that could possibly beat him, because he's probably going to try. Well, there have been talks, we don't know this for certain, that he's going to try and run again after this 4-year term. So I think that it is just strategy to try to get out
and diminish his reputation.
Exactly.
And can I say that he's, throughout all of the allegations, has denied it?
Yeah, he said, let him sue me. He said, let him sue me. I'll be chilling.
And a reminder, we have one of the comments on the YouTube channel, Me Against the World, said, just wanted to add that one of the women actually had discrimination complaints against her from a group of Black women co-workers who said she treated them really badly and felt like it was racially motivated. Now, we have to go to break, but, real quick, the outrage from the right, until you can check your cult leader, Donald Trump, for his 24 assault cases and that are far more stronger than this, I don't really want to hear from y'all. But Democrats, we do hold our own accountable, even almost to a fault at sometimes. Well, we don't protect ours like the Republicans do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, holla at me when you have something real. And a lot of these women, the stories, I like to believe a victim, but you can't take a man down out of the office about a brush against the arm. And this was a single man. He did hit on some of these women, which may have been abuse of power, but I don't think it warrants being kicked out of being the governor. I really don't. We have to take a quick break.
I'm a man and I like women, but I don't know, because then I don't want to be like, and that's going against women's rights,
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, what if he actually was trying, like, low-key flirting? What if he was just trying to get with you and like trying to flirt?
Which again may be inappropriate, but it's not sexual assault. There's a difference. So let's take a quick break. And I think this is a story we'll be keeping up with and discussing again on another show, because this is a fascinating story. More with Cocktails with Queens when we return.